bone, though.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh man, I've actually been really positive with it. I'm like,
I was going to say, it's kind of depressing me. I thought maybe we could just change the subject and talk about something else.
yeah, I mean, we can, yeah.
We could start with the intro.
Whatever
Yeah.
you've been Wikipediaing lately, let me know.
Wikipediaing.
Ask Jeeves.
Jeeves, is that even still a thing? No.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been like
3 weeks.
3 weeks since we've seen you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Atlanta.
ATL.
Yeah.
How was that?
Had a good time, actually.
Yeah.
So you didn't miss us at all?
Got to flip over a bus
It's fine.
and did a little scene with that Zac Efron guy.
Who's that?
He sounds gay.
He probably is. And I don't know, smoking hot. You know, he could have been. And yeah, on this movie, Judgment Day with Will Ferrell and Zac Efron, comedy.
Working on that.
Yeah, I did that for a week and flipped over a prison bus.
Judgment Day.
And they're like, the female producer, she's like, oh man, have you ever done this before? I go, I flipped over lots of prison buses. I go, this is not a big deal.
I've never even actually drove a bus.
Have you been in a bus?
So you should have told her.
Yeah, I didn't even know a school bus.
Yeah.
Is it automatic?
Yeah. Is that the front or is that the front?
Is that the bow?
The bow, the stern, the bow.
Judgment Day. Huh. It says Judgment Day.
Is it a remake?
I don't think so, no.
A newly released prisoner takes over a TV courtroom holding hostages
Yeah.
while confronting the
That's it.
egotistical judge who previous verdict he believes destroyed his life.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it's Zac Efron, Will Ferrell, Priyanka Chopra.
Now that Jimmy guy, go down on the right, 1, 2, 3. That guy, dude, he's funny.
Yeah, Jimmy Tatro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
We're doing a scene. We're in the bus. I'm driving, right? And I can't talk about this on the podcast because I signed an NDA.
Uh-huh.
My fault. Cut away.
Cut away.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, you being on like a little cut scene and stuff like that, I got 2 videos.
Well, we found you, Corey.
We found you in some shows.
Oh, wait, it's not Renegade, is it?
No.
Dude, I got to show you real quick. I just had that. Did we talk with the Dukes guy who jumps, what's his name?
Raymond. Yeah.
Raymond. He sends me, how did he send it to me? Was it on he sends me this video. He goes, look what I found. I'm like, oh shit, that was from Renegade back. You're going to crack up. And my friend Russell Solberg, who doubled John Schneider, was directing that episode. And you ever heard of the name Bruce Penhall? Used to race motocross.
Bruce Penhall.
Bruce Penhall. And when they remade Chips, the TV series, he was one of the leads, I think, in it. Anyway, he's in that scene with me, and that's his boat. Yeah, that dude.
This guy.
Yeah.
We gonna do the intro?
I'll edit in later.
What's that?
No, like whenever I said we can start with the intro, that's when I'll put it in. We don't necessarily have to push the music or nothing.
I like it.
Oh.
You guys got some kind of an idea going?
I sent it to Skylar. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it up on the screen.
On the big screen.
On the big screen.
So yeah, Bruce Penhall.
I can't wait to go see your best friend's new movie, Mission Impossible.
Oh, Tom, superhero Tom.
Superhero, don't need no stuntman Tom.
Don't need no snowman.
I want to be him when I grow up. All 5'7".
The Corey Eubanks fan page, they posted the little video. It was like a little trailer of Duster, but it was like little Hot Wheels cars.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, and they're all like going through and doing all this cool stuff and everything like that. And I commented, I was like, I can't believe Corey was the only one to be able to fit in these cars.
Yeah.
guess while that one loads, we'll watch these ones real quick.
Oh, this is from
Lioness.
Linus. I gotta tell you, those two dudes hanging out the passenger side right there, Gabe Nunez and Frosty. That had to be scary. Yeah, I think Taylor shoots me. I get killed in
Yeah,
this.
he like unloads on you right here.
Yeah, that was not nice.
Bop, bop, bop.
Good.
Little head nod.
Yeah, they good. Whack. That was yeah. We were just watching Lioness, and I had to jump back because I was like, "Was that Corey?"
Yeah, was that those were the cars that were parked at my property.
Yeah, the Explorer, the Expedition. I was like, "That looks like the one at Corey's."
Yeah.
But we were watching that, and then this other one, which my brother sent me a picture of it, and he was like, "Is this Corey?" And I was looking, and I was like, "Yeah, what's that on?" And he was like, "It's on an episode of The Rookie." And I was like, "Oh wow, we just started that."
The Rookie, the TV show, The Rookie.
Yeah, the TV show,
Yeah,
it
I've
was
worked on that a bunch of times.
season 2, episode like.
I don't remember
Four.
playing a part, but did I?
Oh.
Or just
Oh.
You
just
played a
see
couple
me?
of parts, but this part right here was definitely you. You could definitely tell it was you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is The Rookie.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
are.
that's not me.
Oh, come on.
No, that was Tom Cruise.
That was Tom. That was Tom.
I like your face when you're like,
Yeah, put your hands
When
out
he's
the
like,
window.
Out
Okay.
the window, you're like,
Just don't shoot me with your fake gun.
you look so mad too. You're like, I guess.
he would never catch me in real life.
Yeah. But yeah, I saw that and it cracked me up because then he goes back inside and he's like cheering the game on because he saw the call on TV and he's like, he hears it and then he hops in his truck and he's like, hey, put me in for OT. And then he backs up and then he does that. But I saw you and I was like, holy shit.
That was The Rookie?
Yeah. It's like the very beginning of the episode.
Yeah, it's like early on too. Yeah.
It shows this guy. What's his name? That guy. He's watching the football game. And then
They're like a car chase going
yeah, and
on.
then it pops up on the TV, and then it's like, oh, we're chasing this guy, and then he hears it.
Oh.
It like interrupts his game.
Yeah.
He gets
I remember
mad.
them talking. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
this.
It was like it had 2 of the LA Dodger football players on it. It was one of those episodes, but yeah, I saw that. So like every time we watch one of these shows or something, anything Terry Lee Sheridan, I try to look for you. I'll pause it and record, and I'm like, hold on.
Well, I've been killed on both Linus and Landman.
Right.
So I actually read for a part on Landman playing a deputy that I would have got to do a scene with Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, that'd have been cool.
Yeah. And they're like, wait a minute. Didn't we kill that guy when we landed the airplane on the highway and the van blew up?
Like,
Like
nobody
that-
knows.
That was
I
the
know.
other Mexican guy.
No, they all look the same. We all look the same.
Yeah,
That was
all the
Tom
stuntmen were
Cruise.
The same.
yeah.
Tom Cruise.
So shoot, I didn't get to do. Yeah, it would have been fun.
Can you talk about working on Landman 2? Like, are you working on it?
I start on Tuesday.
Nice. I got 2 buddies that are actually going to be backgrounds in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at the Fort Worth Stockyards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my buddies, his name's Kelsey. He worked in like the oil field and stuff like that. So, and I don't know how he became an actor or like, background actor and stuff like that. But he said something the other day. He was like, show up to set with an empty tank, leave with the full tank. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm working Tuesday, Thursday, and then Friday night we're gonna flip over a gas tanker truck.
Nice.
I'm not. A friend of mine, Clay Cullen, is. I'm gonna be there to safety him.
Supervise.
Nope, just safety. Yep. Not supervised because they want to do it a certain way, and I'm like, good luck with that.
Right.
Well, shit. We
Yeah,
missed you, man.
I don't know why this video is not uploading, but
What is it of?
the one you were trying to show
Yeah.
us.
Oh, yeah, that was a funny thing because I told them, I said, I don't drive boats. I don't know, they sink, and they're like, no, Bruce is like, yeah, just there's these three levers that for the throttle, And when you get in it, just shove them all forward. I said, that's it. And just go straight out in the ocean. Yeah, and they had a helicopter. They're going to follow me. I said, okay. So I got in the boat, and there's a cigarette boat, like a $300,000 boat. And I shoved those throttle all the way forward and out. We went and getting air, jumping off these little wakes and shit. And all of a sudden, these red lights came on. And I guess I seized all the engines. And they're like, well, when the tachometer's getting that high, Corey, you got to throttle back. I go, that's not what you said.
That's not what you said.
You said all the way forward and just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
And now your freaking boat's toast.
Now you want to be mad at me?
Yeah. And
I don't think so.
I'm being towed into the shore.
I was just doing my job.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Just doing what you told me, Bruce.
What's her name?
Is that the chick from Lioness?
I don't know who that is. She's huge, though.
We're supposed to run this time trial in 5 minutes.
And I told you we need a new driver.
Not yet, you don't.
Oh, shit.
Where have you been?
I'm here now, okay?
Well, actually, no, it's not okay. You've been a walking zombie for 2 days. You want to tell me what's going on?
Nothing, I'm fine.
Look, hey, don't blow me off. All right, the whole team's depending on you. We've all worked really hard on this.
What, I haven't?
No, I'm not saying that. But from Mr. Prieto on down. What? What's so funny? Tim, talk to me. It's me.
Tim.
You don't know how much I'd like to.
That's Corey.
Tim,
Tim.
get in the boat.
It's
Let's
Tim.
go eat.
We'll talk after this kilo run, okay?
Okay.
After I blow up his boat.
Aren't you gonna wish me luck?
Yeah, good luck.
There they go. Throw all the throttles forward and seize the engines. Might want to put that helmet on.
Nope.
Mess up the hair.
Cover up that face? I don't think so.
Out of control.
Yeah, that's about as far as we got right there. And all of a sudden,
It's a bad
red lights came on.
They're like, oh,
Oh, shit.
that's awesome. What year was that?
Gosh, that had to be like 94, 93, 94.
I was about to say, that's 90s.
What movie was it?
It was a TV show called Renegade with Lorenzo Lamas.
Lorenzo.
TV show, Renegade.
Why, how?
I got to direct one of those episodes, and my co-star was Sugar Ray Leonard.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Hung out with Ray Leonard for 7 days. Every morning. Hey, Ray, how you doing? Hey, remember that time Roberto Duran kicked your ass? Every morning. Hey.
Hey.
I love how you have all those stories about somebody getting their ass kicked or whatever, and you come back like when you saw Seagal, and you're like, "Hey, Gene.
Hey, G. Hey, LaBelle.
LaBelle.
Yeah. Come here,
Go, go, go."
Tell me about that time you choked out Seagal.
Oh man. So what was it like working on Duster? Did you meet any of the main people, like the actors and stuff like that?
Josh Holloway. He's the guy. Yeah, there I am. That's the guy I was doubling. I look just like him with that wig.
Looks like my hair when it was a little shorter.
Yeah, I think it's gonna. I don't know when it's airing, when it's gonna go, but what I've heard the reviews about that show is phenomenal.
Yeah.
The way it's shot.
I think it's out already.
Is it?
I think so. I think it came out the middle of May.
I wonder what network's carrying it.
Max, HBO.
Oh, is it HBO?
Mhm.
Can't afford it.
But it's yeah, Josh Holloway. He cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the star of Lost.
Uh,
That show Lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, May 15th.
Yeah. There was when we saw the trailer, I was all like,
What's
like
on
the part
Hulu?
where I'm pretty sure it was whenever you were doing like a 360, I think, or maybe a 180.
Yeah, there was a couple times I was throwing a reverse 180 and then a forward 180.
Yeah. We were watching. I was like, look, that's Corey.
Yeah.
Look, that's Corey.
Yes, Corey.
Although I'll tell you, Josh, he's got some driving skills.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he's pretty handy. He had one little mishap on a situation, hit another car he wasn't supposed to, but we all do that. It's like a basketball player. Oh, you missed your shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it happens to the best.
About 10% out of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just fun to walk on the set and see all those cars from back in the 70s and all the extras are all dressed wearing shit like that. You know, it's like when I was in junior high.
Yeah, I know that looks like a pretty thick sweater right there.
Yeah.
It's warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Albuquerque when it's 109.
Yeah.
He's got that AC cranked.
God,
Windows down, going 70.
then it gets cold in Albuquerque.
Night.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh, New Mexico.
I've only been there one time, just to the caverns.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But when we started getting down too low, it was kind of hard for me to breathe, and I was like, "Oh God, this is it. The
yeah.
bats are gonna come and get me.
Die down
I'm
here.
gonna die." I told my parents, I was like, "Just leave me. Just go."
Renegade. That looks.
That was.
It's a very 90s show.
Oh yeah, that was Stephen J. Cannell, guy who wrote, the A-Team,
Okay.
Hardcastle, not Hardcastle McCormick. Maybe he did the Rockford Files.
Okay.
James Garner, and he just one day said, "Hey, I got this idea about this renegade guy," and went out on a weekend. And they shot some footage of Lorenzo Lamas riding this Harley, and they're like, and USA Network's like, "Okay, we'll ordered 22 episodes. Didn't even have a script." There's Stephen J. Cannell. Stephen J.
So then he was like, well,
Because of this dude here, I got my Directors Guild, got in the DGA, the Directors Guild of America, because of him.
Really?
oh,
Yeah.
because he let you.
He let me direct second unit for a show he did called Sunny Spoons with Mario Van Peebles.
Sunny Spoons?
Sunny Spoons.
What is that about?
I think he was an undercover detective or something. It was weird. I was the stunt coordinator and the second unit director, and that was in I think 95.
Wow.
Sunny Spoons. You can't find it, can you?
I'm not seeing it. Oh, right.
I was
right here.
Oh, Sunny Spoon. There.
I was 4 years old.
So you don't remember. Sunny Spoons.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you just wonder, like, I mean, this Mario Van Peebles. I mean, he was a phenomenal actor. He was very entertaining, and all of a sudden just disappears.
Really?
Like whatever happened to him?
Mario Van Peebles. Mario Van Peebles.
He's a highly regarded director, actor, producer, and writer. His directional skills can be seen in retelling of the epic miniseries Roots, starring Forrest Whitaker and Matthew Good.
Oh,
That guy.
you got shot in the neck.
What's his name? Can't remember his name, but he trained under Van Damme and stuff like that. He does a bunch of those like martial art movies and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
He did
Van
like
Damme.
Undisputed and stuff.
I doubled him on a show.
Van Damme. How's that?
Was it? Was it when you had to put the helmet on?
Yeah, I told you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It messed up his hair.
it was a theater commercial,
Oh,
and he didn't want to put the helmet on to mess up his hair. So right when he go to, okay, have stuntman do it now, and I put the helmet on and do a little burnout in this street bike on the dirt and take off the other direction.
Corey's walking up like, Van Damme.
Man, damn, your hair's messed up.
yeah. It looks like shit already.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago when we were talking, we were saying that they came up with a new award for the stunt people.
Yeah.
What was it called again? Do you remember?
I think it's action designer.
Action designer.
Action designer.
Sounds fabulous.
It sounds like bullshit to me. Because it's not even, that's not a title. That's a fictitious, it's made up. There's no union that supports you're the action designer. No, there's a stunt coordinator. And again, like I was saying, I really think it's going to rob some people from getting credit where they really should get credit, you know? I mean, because sometimes the Michael Bays of the world or the Tony Scotts or the John Woo, they're designing the action.
Yeah.
And they're saying, this is what I want. I'm designing it. Now you make it happen.
Yeah.
That's where the stunt coordinator comes in. But they're going to say, oh, well, the stunt coordinator designed that. I don't think so.
No, he brought it to life.
Yeah. He put all the pieces together, but somebody else designed it.
Yeah.
You know, I designed this house. Oh, it's a beautiful home. Now, guys, go build it. You know, it's called an analogy.
No.
Is
What is that?
It's like an example of something.
What's an example?
I don't know. Google it.
I don't know what Google is.
I went to Google.
Yeah. Google. What is Google?
Very this is off subject. This is completely off subject.
I love it. Let's go off subject.
That's what we're here for.
But when people will text you like a question, especially a question that you have no idea about either, and I'm like, you text me on a smartphone, so Google it.
Oh.
No, not you.
Oh.
No, this is an example, Corey.
Oh, okay.
This is an analogy.
Analogy.
Oh, that word again. Okay.
Yeah, this is anal. I mean,
Yeah.
Anal logic.
That what you just said.
Yeah. But yeah, like somebody will text me, like my mom does it all the time. And I'm like, Mom, you're holding the smartest like thing in the world.
Yeah.
Just use it.
It's ask Siri, she'll tell you.
Use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Siri, what is
You also have to remember, you're talking to the lady who taught you how to use a fork and spoon.
Did she though?
Well,
I didn't learn that until last year. Corey.
Yeah.
I think you did, but you just didn't put it down.
was that documented? Is there any proof?
Yeah.
I
I had to learn so that like when fancy people like you want to invite me to dinner, I don't look like a jerk.
Am I fancy in your world? Am I fancy?
Yeah.
Am I really?
I'm hoping that one day we go to a dinner and I don't embarrass you.
That'll never happen.
No.
The not embarrass me part. I
Oh.
mean, we'll go to dinner,
I
but
was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we're not going to dinner.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, he didn't want me to get embarrassed. And it's like, that's not what it meant.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
All right.
Well, we did go eat with Joey that one day.
Joey Freitas.
Joey Freitas.
Yeah.
Great time.
Joey's a funny dude.
He is.
He just calls it how he sees it.
Yeah. I love people like that.
Yeah.
No filter.
No.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I don't know. I just met you, but you really seem like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I'm like, I am.
I go, that means he likes you.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm not talking shit to you, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm being polite, ugh, get out of my house.
So what do you got planned for the weekend?
I'm house sitting.
Mm.
Sally went to New Mexico to the horse races with a friend of hers named Queenie, who got sick, who's there sick now. So I don't know how that's all gone.
That's how COVID started.
Yeah. And my girls went off to a camp in Weatherford for breakaway roping and pole bending. So they're there for 2 days. So I'm house sitting,
You're feeding animals,
feeding animals.
being very domesticated,
Yeah, building a fence.
building a fence.
My dad, he works for the county, and he drove by one day, and he's like, yeah, I drove by Corey's house, and I saw some guy working out there, and I was like, yeah, it was probably Corey. He's like, he was building a fence. I'm like, yeah, that's Corey.
Now the thing that's kind of sucks. I won't say the guy's name because he's really nice,
David.
but it starts with a D.
Yeah, right.
But
David.
he was building my fence for me, and I'm like, oh yeah. Then he calls me when I was in Atlanta. Hey, I got this buddy of mine. We're in welding school together. Do you mind if the two of us, it'll go twice as fast? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Both of you. So I get home and my fence just, I couldn't believe it. Looked like a roller coaster ride. It was just like,
God.
it was bent. Every other post was out of alignment, and the two posts, supposed to match up at the top, they were off by 1.5 inches or 2 inches. And I'm like, shit. So I had to go and tear everything out. So that's frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I paid them to put this stuff up, and now I'm out there
Doing
disassembling it
Mhm.
and can't use all that material. Anyway, I think I said the F word a couple times. Just a vent.
That's okay.
This
I
is
say
what
it all the time.
This is what
Yeah.
this is for. It's your podcast.
To vent.
Yeah, you can come on here and say whatever.
Yeah.
That was probably who was helping him. I don't want to say his name.
Could be.
Yeah, we're probably talking about the same guy. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, we'll talk about it after podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, y'all could say it and just bleep it out.
Nah, that's okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say Brandon's name.
Yes, it is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That's exactly what he's talking about.
You need help.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's been wild.
Yeah, the past couple of weeks have been
For you guys, been crazy.
hectic. Yeah, we haven't even recorded an H&D episode.
Sorry.
And yeah, broke leg over here.
Oh. You know,
Hell.
if you put castor oil and wrap it,
Yeah.
it'll do absolutely nothing for you.
Okay. Thank you, Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try that for 2-3 weeks.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
I'm pretty sure I got a bunion on my right foot.
Onion.
Yeah. Because dude, it was like Monday or Tuesday. It was hurting me so bad I couldn't even walk. I was like limping. I'm all like standing on a ladder, like 8 feet in the air, just on one foot. Like, I'm like, oh, this hurts so bad.
Hey, could you do me a favor? Could you look up Lane Levitt?
Mhm.
He
Yeah. So how did
just passed away
how
from
did he pass?
cancer.
Cancer?
Yeah.
Man.
It's today's Saturday.
Today is Saturday.
Yeah. Last Saturday he passed away.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. Really a cool cat. When we did my first movie that we produced called Payback. We had a thing where the prison bus crashes into this police car, and he had just invented this hydraulic flipper arm that he wanted to see if we could try it. And it worked. He brought it out and let us use it for free. And I've worked with him on a bunch of others. So he's extremely intelligent. He was extremely intelligent, a designer of stuff and taught things. There he is. Yeah. He was what do you call it? Trials bike rider, you know?
Oh, that's
Okay.
what's up.
And his wife, Debbie Evans, is one of the best stunt women in the world on motorcycles and cars. And, but, yeah, he was doing a podcast of his own. Wait a minute, that picture there, that's from the Fast right there. That's from the Fast House.
He's probably talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah. That I was gonna say that's when we were shooting at Fast House. But yeah, he was extremely intelligent, was teaching kids on air rams and high falls and stuff. And I remember seeing on Facebook, I think it was. You guys know what that is? Facebook?
You mean the Facebook?
Yeah. Because you looked at me like, what? Yeah. No. Okay.
Sorry, that's just my face.
Yeah, it wasn't TikTok or Instagram.
Facebook facing.
What's a TikTok?
It's
No. Corey.
it's high tech stuff.
We're not that young.
You should probably stay away from it. But yeah, I saw him and he looked like very drawn up in his face, like he's must be dieting or something. But no, his cancer was progressing, I guess.
Man,
Oh yeah, no, down. Where did I just see a picture of him? Scroll right there in the middle. Go down there. See how skinny he looks?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that and I went, wait a minute, that's not how Lane normally looks.
You know what kind of cancer it was?
No, I don't.
Man, I hate to hear that though.
And he was one of those guys that anything you wanted to know about the Screen Actors Guild, the legalities or anything, he knew everything. He was always up on the bylaws and give advice and, oh, you don't want to do this, you want to do that. And it's just such a shame. Wait, how many movies has he been in? What is it? Was Stunts 224.
Acted 5. He's been in a lot.
Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff.
So have you.
Such a shame. Yeah, Mr.
Yeah,
and Mrs.
golly.
Smith.
The Mask.
Hook.
Puppet Master.
Oh, Puppet Master. Yeah.
So I don't know when they're going to have his celebration of life, because that's what they like to do.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to go out if California and go to that.
Okay.
Did you see that? The little documentary movie or whatever about Pee Wee? Is it this one?
No.
Yeah, this one.
Guess what? I'm having a party, and you're invited.
It's weird to be in this situation having a documentary made
He looks-
because I'm used to having control of my alter ego. I wanted to be a performance artist. I could show you my characters. Out of nowhere, Pee Wee Herman popped out of me. The audience ate it up and went crazy.
When I first saw Paul as Pee Wee, I was like, who is this little man in this bow tie? And why is he throwing Tootsie Rolls at people?
Hollywood had taken notice. I mean, how could they not?
I remember thinking, this is going to be really big.
There wasn't like a moment in the 80s that wasn't super cool to be me. And then dark music. Bum, 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 bum. I lost control of my anonymity, and it was devastating. I don't want to come off like a victim in some way. I kept who I was a secret for a really long time. I hid behind an alter ego.
Today's secret word is fun.
I want kids to learn, not only is being different okay, let's celebrate it, but I want that not just for you, but for myself. Death is just so final. To be able to get your message in at the last minute is incredible.
He was so private, it was challenging for him to do the documentary, but he took a leap of faith. He wanted people to see who he was as Paul.
I'm flying.
All these different emotions, all these different influences and factors. I was like a good vessel for it all. I'm gonna leave out the part where we did enormous amounts of drugs. Oh, I didn't.
No, you didn't, Paul. That was your inner voice escaping. Yeah, gosh. I think I told you about when I was doing my Bigfoot movie and he showed up on the set.
Yeah, because they were like, "Hey,
Pee Wee's here," and I'm like, "Yeah, right."
right."
He was there.
He was there. I mean, Paul Rubens. I'm like, "What? You don't just to come by and congratulate me because I was, directing my first movie." I thought that was super cool.
Yeah, that is amazing. It's because, I mean, you don't hear that on the media. You don't hear stuff like that. It's always bad stuff, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
You go on there and it's always like, oh, this or that, and you're just kind of like, cool.
Yeah, everyone likes to spread the bad news.
Yeah, get that drama going.
Yeah.
Get people riled up.
It's unfortunate. So we got any good movies coming out? I don't know.
Yeah.
No?
Mission Impossible.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I did 2. I did Mission Impossible 2.
I just
didn't even.
I just like to bring it up.
Yeah, just bring it
I
up.
just like
He'll promote Tom.
I like to shit on Tom a little bit.
Put some money in his pocket.
Lilo and Stitch.
Supposed to be that Nobody too. You ever seen that? Like Nobody?
No.
Oh, there's a movie called Sinners.
Oh yeah, with Michael B. Jordan.
Did Larry just address Tina, his boss's boss, as tuna? That's a sign Larry needs a Diet Coke break. Sorry.
So wait a minute. Nobody 2. Is that dude that was from You Better Call Saul?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was his name again?
Nice
guy.
I can't remember his damn name.
Yeah, that dude there.
So they took maybe $20 and an old watch? Mr. Madsen, did you even take a swing?
No. Could have taken her, Dad.
Heard you had some excitement last night. I wish they'd have picked my place,
Why didn't you take him out?
I was just trying to keep the damage to a minimum.
Yeah, how's that working out for you?
Remember his name? Remember his name? Whoa.
Gosh, I can't remember. That's sad. I spent like 10 days working on set with him.
I got you.
I don't know what. There it goes.
What are you still doing here, old man?
Bob Odenkirk.
Bob.
Yeah, Bob Odenkirk.
I never would have guessed his last name.
Actually, crazy he did this movie. He's a really funny comedian.
Yeah.
That's what I love whenever they do stuff like this, where it'll start out as like a comedian or whatever, like just somebody like a family man, and then they turn into this action killing machine. I think that's kind of cool.
Everybody get to the basement.
What is happening?
Don't call 911.
I'm just saying, if my dad said that, I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Last guy anyone wants to see at their door. Because it meant you didn't have long to live. But I left it behind to start a family. I might have overcorrected.
When you left,
Did this already come out?
This is the first one,
and your creditor is aware of your
but the second one's coming out, I think, in a couple months.
Nice little stunt drive in there, whoever did that.
They came after my family.
They stole my kitty cat bracelet.
And you don't fucking do that. Give me the goddamn kitty cat bracelet!
Give me the kitty cat bracelet. I mean it.
You should see the other guys.
Oh.
Who the fuck are you?
Me? I'm nobody.
Did you watch the first one?
I have not.
I haven't either.
Oh, who directed that?
What's it called? Is this called Mr. Nobody?
Nobody.
Or Nobody?
I mean, that's some really good action and some good.
Isla Nashaller? This guy.
That dude, young guy.
This guy.
Yeah, he's
From 18 to 14, he studied in London and later graduated from the British International School in Yasenova. Nashuler dropped out of the Institute of Television and Radio Broadcasting, then entered university in New York, but did not graduate. Huh.
Yeah, I think he's a talented director. I've
Look up his
seen
YouTube.
a few.
Is what?
It says, it's called Bad Motherfucker on YouTube.
Bad
Mamma Jamma.
February 26th. That's my birthday.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Shit, me and David are a week apart.
Yep.
In a couple of years. But
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
July 14th, and then July 21st.
Yeah.
And you'll be how old?
34.
Years?
Yeah.
Fuck. Dude, that's old.
Thanks.
No wonder your leg broke.
All right. How's your AARP membership going?
It got expired. Yeah.
They found out what he did, and they were like, nope. Yeah.
Don't think so.
You do what now?
They just have that big, animated rubber rejected stamp.
Yeah. Just everything.
Here's the Nobody 2. Who knows? Maybe we'll be watching a trailer, and you're like, hey, wait a minute.
I was in there.
Yeah.
That was like the family plan.
Fun at the convention?
Yeah. Family Plan 1 and 2.
You just didn't get credited for the first
No.
Which is bullshit.
It is. It's just.
I mean, you're the most family man I know.
I can't believe it.
And summer break's just a few days away.
We should do something. Strictly family time.
Come on, kids. It can be an adventure.
Wait. No, is that who I think it is?
Mm-hmm. But Doc, we got to get back, man.
I am just so happy to be all together.
Hey, city boy.
Hey.
The hell?
Let's go right now.
I understand protecting your sister, but there are other ways to handle things.
I left my phone.
Hutch, no.
He didn't leave his phone.
I like your way better.
What the hell, Hutch? On our first date?
Well, that's a priceless look, wasn't it?
How many times have you done that look?
Oh, good.
And one woman who controls it all. You didn't take your family there, did you?
Yeah.
You wanted to de-escalate the situation.
De-escalate. No escalating. Guys, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm here on vacation.
Bye.
See you later.
Find this nobody. Scorched earth.
I just want a break.
There's no way you were just some family man.
We all have different sides. But most of all, you're a dad. Go fix this shit.
I told you.
On fucking vacation!
Is this directed by the same guy?
I think so, yeah.
It's entertaining.
What do we think? What's the last movie you saw?
Oh my gosh.
Right.
You mean like in a movie theater?
Yep.
I can't even recall.
Do people still go to those?
All the time.
I think so. Dave, I don't know.
No.
Mm.
What about at home?
Like,
what do you watch at home? That's what I would. Do you watch? You know,
I don't even watch shows that I'm in.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I figured that.
I like Landman though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hooked on that.
Yeah, that's a great one.
So
I'm just huge Billy Bob Thornton fan. You know, just
He hasn't finished it. He watched the episode where you died, and he was like, "I'm not watching it."
I was all, man, fuck Taylor Sheridan, kill my boy,
kill Corey. Not watching no more.
No, I got like 2 episodes left. Just haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also need to finish the last half of
Who's in it? That guy.
Yeah.
The actor guy. The
that one guy
Stallone?
where they ride horses and they're in Montana.
Oh, it's called Yellowstone.
Yeah. I got to finish that.
I think I may have watched one episode ever.
Yeah.
Of Yellowstone.
I've seen like season 1, and that's probably it.
Yeah.
I like 1883 and 1923 though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I like that old Western stuff. I think it's because growing up, my grandpa always watched John Wayne.
Yeah.
You know, we'd be out in the shop, and then we'd go inside for lunch, and he'd pass out, and I'd sit there and just be like,
"Wow,
like John Wayne's cool."
Yeah. Yeah, I remember my son when he was like 15. He came to me, goes, "Dad, just watched the movie last night with this dude. They call him the Duke." Like John Wayne? No, the Duke. I go, but his name is John Wayne. Yeah, but they call him the Duke.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Son. Okay.
So that's like his nickname, John Wayne. Yeah, I'll mention that name to my twins right now. They won't even know who I'm talking about.
So you're just out working on stuff all the time.
I've been concentrating on writing.
Yeah.
I've written 5 screenplays for this series that I'm putting together. The thing I was telling you guys about.
So we should just stop doing everything we're doing and start writing.
That I get that way. I get when the creative juices come. It's like when I was back in Atlanta, and we got rained out for a couple of days. I was like, yes, because I had like the creative juices were just flowing, and I would sit there and just write. You know, when I was back in Paris, I had the same thing. It just hit me. Everyone was like, "We're gonna go out and ride the scooters." I went out one night to ride scooters with the guys all through Paris, and felt like I was missing out because I was in the group text thing and all the photos of them having a great time, and I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm stuck in my room writing, but
it'll pay off.
Mm-hmm. You know, you got to have something on the page, you know, and I'm a firm believer in when you write something, you got to put it away for a little bit, you know, for like, you know, a few weeks, so you almost forget how did that start again? And then you pull out the script and you read it and you go through it and you're like, wow, what was I thinking? This is horrible. Yeah. Or you're like, wow, this is really good. And you get all motivated again, you know, so.
You revise it. Yeah, I do that with jokes and some skits sometimes. On my notes, I'll write down like a little joke, and then I'll come back a week or 2 later, and I'm like, man, that's kind of dumb. And I'll delete it, or I'll be like, man, maybe I should say this or whatever. I'm like, oh, I'll put it with this joke. And then it kind of goes from like a 5-minute joke to like a 15-minute joke.
Yeah.
Almost kind of thing, you know? I like that. I'm trying to get into the whole writing thing, but my brain and stuff, I sit down, I start writing stuff, and then 10 minutes, I'm like, all right, I gotta do something.
Yeah, it's hard if you have other focus on other things. You know, it's really it's a discipline. It really is. It's for me. I like to write in the morning,
mm-hmm.
and I'll know, like, you know, I'll write until like 10, 11 o'clock, and then put it away, go do stuff, and work on my place or whatever I need to do, and then sometimes late at night, I'll go and review what I've written and go over it and critique and you know, recompose stuff around. And it's funny because we talked about Joey Freitas earlier, and I send stuff off to Joey and he reads it and he's like, well, it kind of sounds like this Tyler character and the Troy character, they kind of sound like they're very similar, like they're both the same guy. I go, well, that's probably because it was written by the same guy. So there was a certain sarcasm that what these two characters had, but I know a lot of my friends that are that way, and I use them. You know, well, what would Craig really say? This real friend of mine, or what would Tommy really say? And sometimes, well, the personalities are very similar. It doesn't mean that you can have those two in the same scene, but not everybody in your script is going to be.
Yeah,
you know, it's like one character, you know, played all.
Yeah, kind of like Saved by the Bell is like you had Zach Morris and then Mario Lopez. I don't remember his name on the show, but it was like the both.
AC Slater, dude.
That's
Don't ever
right.
be disrespectful again.
I was seeing if you know. But they were both like the guys, the preps, and it's like the same dude, but it was just like slightly different.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a dumb analogy.
But you know what's fun for me right now also is this new format, the whole streaming thing where you can sit there and just watch 8 episodes. It's like just a long movie.
Right.
And because it's all subscription, there's no commercials. You don't have to worry about losing your advertisers.
Right.
So you could say whatever the fuck you want. And that's what Taylor Sheridan's doing.
Yeah.
He's like, no, this is how people talk in life.
Yeah.
This is how it, and because so many of the scripts back in the day when you, oh shoot, we're going to lose our sponsors for this if you're using profanity or you're showing too much nudity or anything, even suggesting of certain things. They're like, no, that's too risque.
Yeah.
Now it's just all, no, this is a new time.
That
Yeah, it's
wants
kinda
to
like
be
the-
risky. That's what gets people's attention,
I think so.
It feels like the Wild West, honestly, again.
It does.
Yeah.
It really good. That's a good analogy.
Thank you.
Do you know what that means?
Huh?
Doesn't that deal with the stars and space?
Yeah, just ask Siri.
Just ask
Siri.
That's going to be the title of the episode. Just ask Siri.
Just ask Siri.
But no, I mean, it's for real. Like you can almost pitch anything. There's no really any rules,
Yeah, it's almost like how the more you could shock people, I think.
Yeah. Well, I think that lets creativity flow too, though, because you don't have to worry about, wow, I can't say that, so now I have to rewrite this scene.
Yeah.
I got to flip flop these lines, and
Well, it's just like the trailers that we just watched with that guy, Bob. What's his last name again?
Odenkirk.
Bob.
Bobo.
Odenkirk.
Bobby.
Now, when we were doing You Better Call Saul, he was training for these movies.
Okay.
I remember he was doing push-ups and he was studying jujitsu and stuff. And
you're like, you're a lawyer. What are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm like, you're going to. No, that was a different show. Better Call Saul. You're thinking of. He was a lawyer in Breaking Bad. Not Breaking
Bad.
Was it Breaking Bad?
Yeah, but he was still Saul Goodman in that.
Yeah.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Better Call Saul came from. It was a spinoff.
No, it's supposed to be before Breaking Bad.
Yeah, or prequel.
Oh, was it really?
It's supposed to be before. It leads up into like Breaking Bad almost.
And I worked with Gilligan, his name, the executive producer, writer, creator.
Vince Gilligan.
Vince Gilligan.
Yeah.
What a nice man.
Super nice guy.
Nice guy. I didn't even know who he was either.
never
You know.
met
And I spent but the thing that was funny is every other director had like 7 days to shoot your episode. That's it. 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
I think we went over 7 days with him, but no one said he's the boss. He's the one that's on that episode that I did a canon roll for him, and it was funny because he asked me about placing some cameras along the side of the road because he wanted to see if I could go over them, and I'm like, yeah, we put one here and he put one there, and I'll probably go over one of them or the other, or split through the two, and just kind of spitballing, just kind of guessing, and sure enough, stars lined up just right, and I actually did. And he's like, you went right. I go, yeah, but that was luck. He goes, no, because you placed them. You showed me where you wanted to. I go, yeah, but still,
buddy,
it was luck. But it's just such a nice guy. And then who was the bald guy, the bald actor?
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
No, he was also.
Oh, you're talking about the cop.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was also in Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Oh, what a nice guy. We were staying at this casino in New Mexico, and we'd always go down to the bar together and sit there and talk. And what was his name?
Dean.
No.
Dean.
No, not Dean.
This guy?
No.
Hank Schrader.
No. You'll know who I'm talking about.
Mike Emerhart or whatever. This man.
Yes.
Michael?
Him. That dude.
Oh, yeah. Jonathan Banks?
Is it Jonathan?
Yeah, it's Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Savvy.
God, I feel bad. I can't remember people's names, but yeah, nice dude.
Oh, yeah, this guy.
Yeah. Really a good cat, that guy.
Plays a great, just stone cold.
Yeah.
I could see him being super nice. You're like, that guy's gonna be a dick, and
Yeah.
he's like, hey, how you doing?
Isn't that funny? That's usually how it goes, though. In this, you're like, oh my god, this guy's an ass, or like Tim and the rookie in the beginning, you're like, oh, this guy's an asshole. But then as you watch it, because we were watching it, and like his wife's like she was an undercover cop, and she got addicted to drugs or whatever, and then like all that went down or whatever. I was like, oh well, now you got to kind of feel bad for the guy. That kind of explains why he's so mean or whatever. And
That's what they did. They needed to make him likable.
yeah, because it was like you got to have the one
junkie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were sitting at the bar and he bought all the stunt guys dinner. Like there's like 11 of them.
Really?
That's awesome.
And I went up to him and said, "What, you think that we don't make enough money that we can't buy dinner for ourselves?" Well, no, I just appreciate it so much. I go, let me just tell you something, Mr. Hotshot, with all the money. I go, we could afford to buy our own dinners and drinks and stuff. He's like, well, Corey, I didn't mean to offend. I was just messing with you.
It's like,
Yeah, he thought he had offended us.
Yeah.
oh, Corey.
I know, cool guy.
Speaking of cool guys and girls, you got any people that would want to come and be on the show?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
I've talked to Tommy recently.
Tommy
The dude that
Sarmento?
Yeah.
Tommy Sarmento?
I don't want to mess up his last name. I didn't want to butcher it.
Yeah, let's get Tommy Sarmento on the show.
I messaged him on Facebook and was talking, and and he was like, well, I'm going to be talking with Corey pretty soon. He said he was coming to Texas.
I think he did mention that. He's going to be coming here sometime.
He said, yeah. So I was like, well, if you come down, if you want to come be on the show, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, there's actually a couple of guys right now I'll be working with this next week. I could ask them if they want to come over.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Jason Rodriguez, speaking of Yellowstone, he's the stunt coordinator on Yellowstone.
Okay.
And then Troy Brown, we call him Tugger. He did Criminal Minds for all of no. Was it Criminal Minds or NCISLA? NCISLA for like 15 years. Yeah, Jason. Jason doesn't look like that anymore. Jason needs to update his photo. He looks like he's 12. Talented dude though, that guy. Yeah, he's needs to update that photo. Needs to.
Do you have a photo on here?
I don't know, dude. I'm got something that's
Wait, it's Corey Michael.
Needs to be updated on IMDb. Yeah, there I am.
No photo.
No photo. Oh.
Let's add photos, and we're gonna put the one of you in the dress.
Or Pee Wee. Just put Pee Wee.
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman.
No, picture of Tom Cruise.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, the Megan Fox photo.
Dude.
That'll go over. That'll be.
Do like a picture where it's like all four of their faces on it.
Yeah. It'll be so out.
Just do Tom Cruise's forehead.
Or just have Megan Fox and me next to each other and says, okay, which one's Megan?
Yeah, these are the same picture.
Who's Megan?
Yeah, who's Megan?
Who's Megan?
But yeah, then Troy Brown, he all those Home Alone movies, and you see those guys slipping and falling on the ground and shit. His nickname is Tugger. There he is, Troy Brown. He's phenomenal stuntman from Texas, from Comanche. So I'm saying that right? Comanche or Comanche?
Comanche. I don't know. We have accents.
Do you?
So.
Yeah.
I've never heard him say Comanche. But
Comanche?
Comanche.
Yeah.
What's up, cuh?
Tugger needs to update his photo. That's so let me see. I got a picture of him and I in Paris together. That sounds.
I recognize him. The video.
Is this him?
No.
No.
The guy in the picture to the left is.
Yeah. That's why I was like, that's not him.
Why are they showing that? I don't know.
Oh.
Now I'm confused. I don't like this.
Troy
So he grew up in Comanche.
That's where he's from.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, golly.
Has been married to Don Brown since September 12th, 1997.
Well, golly, we're neighbors, basically.
We're neighbors.
And he was a hell of a bull rider.
Yeah.
He rode bulls. He was phenomenal.
Double Joe Pesci in Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2.
Yep, that's what it was. Joe Pesci. Where's Tugger Knight? Okay. This is what he looks like now. See all that gray hair?
Yeah.
That's what he looks like. Can you see that?
Yeah, I thought that was Richard Rawlings.
Yeah. Good dude.
But yeah, just talk with them. We can do it here. We can do it anywhere, really.
Yeah.
We're going to be in Fort Worth.
Yeah. We can, well, depending on when it is, me and him are actually trying to do a podcast with the guy that runs, is it the Rusty Nickel?
Yeah, the Rusty Nickel.
The Rusty Nickel. What the heck is that? Nightclub?
It's a bar.
Yeah.
Like a,
Our buddy owns it.
Oh.
It's kind of like a country bar, right?
Shout out.
Wow.
Yeah. Shout out Rusty Nickel.
Shout out Rusty Nickel Ice House.
And where is Rusty Nickel?
It's over by TCU.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know the exact address.
The address.
I just know how to get there.
You could just ask Siri.
Yeah.
Or you could Google it.
Yeah.
Right?
Good.
The Rusty Nickel.
The Rusty Nickel right there.
Yeah, that looks like a cool place.
So that's just part of it. So that's a cocktail lounge right there. And then to the left is a almost like a barn that the doors open like this, and then there's a full bar.
Nice.
And then behind you is a stage.
Like that.
So yep.
Do they have live music?
Yeah.
That's what I'm missing. Where's a place around here in Stephenville you can go for some live music?
We were at Bull Nettle last night and they had some live
They
music.
did have live music at the Bull Nettle.
Was it good?
They were okay.
Good band?
It was okay. The singer, he was like, I wrote this song last night, and then he starts singing it instead of, I got 7 women or something.
Oh yeah, it's a Alabama song.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He said he wrote it last night.
Like, I wrote this last night. This kid looks younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all like, okay.
Yeah.
They do the Ranch Music Series every Thursday. So from like 7 to 10 or 11, they have artists come out. Like
Oh, see, I dig that. That's awesome.
yeah, they have like the kind of up and coming artists, the younger guys.
There was a place, or it might still be there in New York, called the Elbow Room. And it had, very small place, and it had 2 stages. And one band would come in and they'd play. They have 3 songs while the other band sets up. And then they play 3 songs and another band. So if you're like, I don't like this type of music, you only got to stomach it for like 3 songs.
Yeah.
But you look on the walls and the photos of the Rolling Stones and Elvis Presley, and just you go down the list of the big artists that have come through there to be discovered, because that's where all the record execs would go in this. They call it the Elbow Room because it's really tight, and
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there it is. Is that in New York?
We need to travel,
Yeah.
I went to Michigan and Ohio those times when I was working up there, and that was kind of cool. Went to a bar and had really good food, and the people were real nice and stuff like that, and everybody was buying me drinks. Turns out it was a gay bar, and
So you still had a good time.
hey, that's when I figured out. I was like, dang, I'm good looking enough to get drinks.
he pretends like he didn't know it was gay.
Yeah,
bar.
you know.
I'm just a really good actor.
Yeah.
Super good
I
actor.
thought it was a gay bar, like happy. They're just happy.
He's like, oh, a bunch of
We should have known because the bar name was Krakatoa.
Krakatoa.
Yeah.
come on, man.
That sounds
Yeah.
gay.
I don't know. It's like Stuffies.
The Tap House, I don't know if they're still doing live music anymore, but they were talking about like trying to get something on Wednesdays, and I was like, do stand-up night.
Oh,
Something,
dude.
You know?
You guys got to do something.
I'm trying to get them to like, because where they have it now, it's like a perfect little spot to be either inside or outside.
I don't know if I want to deal with them.
Really?
David got shunned yesterday.
Fucking dicks.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean,
It's their loss. You
Yeah.
guys become famous. This
Yeah.
can be there. I'm like, damn it.
yeah.
I told him, I was like, we should go back in there and be like, I'll be like, which one of you called my friend fat?
Yeah.
And then just like start raising hell and be like, he's getting surgery next month for this stuff.
Yeah.
People like you want to discriminate against him and like just go off. And
Yeah.
him be in the background just.
And my leg hurts.
My leg hurts.
Oh. Well, hey guys, thank you for, and this has been fun. We didn't really talk much about stunts, but
No, it was kind of a
social, yeah.
yeah, we were catching back up. We haven't seen you in almost a month.
Yeah.
You know?
I just want to tell you real quick about I can't tell you much about the movie, but stunt stuff real quick. This bus that I flipped over, the thing that was really challenging about it is, and I think I've told you, I've flipped over a lot of prison buses in the past 40 years, but this one, they wanted to try something new and different. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Forget what works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we know 100% that's going to be successful. Let's just try something different.
That's lame, Corey.
Yeah, let's experiment. so they're like, okay, I go, what's your concept? well, we're going to stack all of these weights at the top. We built a shelf inside the bus at the back, and they're going to stack all these weights up there. And then you just go down, and we're going to put a 2-to-1 quick steer. Like when I did the prison bus on Fast 5, I had a 4-to-1 quick steer, but they wanted to do a 2-to-1 quick steer. And you're just going to crank the wheel and we'll flop it over onto its side. They just want to slide down this on its side. I said, well, how much weight are you going to put up there? Well, we don't know. We're going to do some rehearsals. I said, oh, okay. So we go out there on this road where we're going to do the stunt, and they start stacking these weights up there, and it doesn't even register on this bus. We put 1,000 pounds. They put 1,500. They put 2,000 pounds. It's like, well, these buses are used to carrying like 3,000 or 4,000 pounds of kids or prisoners, and you're just putting them up. I think we got to really go more than that. And they're like, well, this works the day after tomorrow. I'm like, well, I told you guys you should use a hydraulic arm or a cannon because we know that's 100% success rate, but you want to experiment with this. So, what do you want to do now? Well, we're going to do more weight. And so they put more weight, and I'm coming down the road, and I'm only going 35. And I got to do a head on with Tim James and the semi-truck and trailer coming at me. Because, like, I was telling you guys, I'm arguing with them in the back, telling them to shut up, the two actors. And then I look and I see this semi-truck, and I go, whoa, and I swerve to my right and then crank on my left to try to flip this bus on its side. And it raised the tires a little bit. And I actually have a video of it. I think I could show you, but I could show you guys, so I can't put it because you sign these
guys can't see it.
NDAs that you can't until the show airs. You can't show anybody this shit. But it got the tires like maybe this high off the ground, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, we thought you were gonna flip it over." And I'm like, "Whoa, chill. Look at the wheelbase of the bus, and if it's 72 inches from center to center, I wasn't even halfway, not even a quarter of the way up on its side. It's, to be halfway for it to go over, it lifted a little bit. Yes, I'll give you that, but that's not even close to being. Well, so what do you want to do? I said, well, let's double the amount of weight, and let's take off on the back axle. There was dualies, right? I said, let's deflate the outside tire so it has no pressure on it at all. Now we just narrowed the wheelbase of the vehicle. I go, and let's put a shape charge on it so I could hit it with a switch with my foot to blow it up. So it'll want to drop 10 inches as I'm cranking it. And we're feeling pretty confident that that's going to work. So long story short, get on the day and coming down to do the thing. And here comes Tim in the semi-trailer, truck and trailer. And I see him and I swerve and I crank this thing and it feels like it wants to start to go. And I stomp on the switch to blow, and I hear when the shape charge goes off, it's primer cord. It's burns like 7,500 feet a second.
Oh,
it's just crack. It's just loud, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna go. And then it went and it steadied itself, and I'm like, oh shit, it's not gonna go over. And I remember I had to keep my shoulder straps loose because I couldn't crank the big steering wheel.
Right.
And so I'm like, oh shit, I got crank. And then finally it flopped over. But there's a thing, one of the stunt guys was telling me, he's like Lane Levitt was, very genius guy. If you throw like a tomahawk or a hatchet, it's heavy at one end and light on the other, and it rotates over itself.
Right.
Well, because we had 3,500 pounds of weights up top, when I flopped it over, it slammed so hard that the light side wanted to carry over, so the bus didn't just go on its side. It went flop on its rooftop and then back onto the other side. Flop, right? Yeah. And I'm like, whoa, man, that was pretty violent, but that's got to look good, and that's cool. They're all ecstatic about it. But then they realized, and I'll show you guys photos of it, the bus rig, the hydraulic rig they built on the stage for us to be interior, ended up on the passenger side. Oh. And I flipped it onto it, over the passenger side, onto its roof, onto the driver's side. So none of that was going to be able to be working. And they spent a lot of money to build that thing. And I'm like, well, talking to that director guy about it and everything, I'm like, yeah, there's a reason we shoot things after you do the stunt first. and then you could match it perfectly because you see what you got. You know, the end result is what it is. But
put the actor in now.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that was. I'm glad I had that experience because I've never done it that way before with the weight, and I would highly recommend against it ever. Next time it's going to be presented, hey, what if we put a bunch of weights up top? No, not a good idea. Tried that, been there, done that.
Yeah.
No. But anyway, another stunt story.
It's your what's your acronym?
The swag method.
Yeah.
The scientific wild ass guess.
Yeah.
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 I got to come up with another one. You know what I got to do? You guys can help me maybe. We got to do another Hollywood stuntman song.
Okay.
The same music I got, because I have it on a it's called a CD.
Compact disc.
That's what it is.
That's crazy.
I know. It's like a miniature record.
Corey.
Do you know what a record is?
Corey.
Vinyl.
I know what a vinyl is.
Okay.
It came out around that time that movie came out.
CDs was my time.
Were they really?
Yeah.
So we need to do another one where the lyrics are different. You know, it's like the whole thing. What was that? Like the Seagal. Hey Seagal, take it from me. You better stay away from Chuck Z. No. Hey Seagal, there ain't no doubt. Gene LaBelle, yeah, he choked you out.
Yeah.
So we gotta. I gotta. Anyway, it'd be fun to write another rap
do
song.
it. We can do it.
Yeah.
Because we could use the same song because I can have it to where it's. Or you have the song?
I have all the instrumental.
Okay.
On the.
Perfect.
So we just have to do the vocals.
Yeah.
You know, and you guys could do.
I have a
vocals with me.
Recording thing and everything. We can do all that.
That'd be fun. I just got to write it about things that have you know. Do we go down the P Diddy path?
Oh.
I don't know. Do we incorporate that? I've never.
Thank you for joining Stunt Stories. We'll see y'all next week.
I'm on a piss on you.
Yeah, I've never worked with him.
This is probably a good thing.
Well,
Yeah.
thank God.
I've worked with people associated with him.
Yeah.
You know, Justin Bieber and Jennifer Lopez.
Who's Justin Bieber?
He's pop music star. He was. I was actually his stunt double on a
Were you really?
music video.
What music video?
As Long as You Love Me.
Hold on.
We're going to go over that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because he drove a 1969 Dodge Charger, which is what the General Lee was.
Oh, when he just took off driving? Or
Yes.
Yeah. I remember the story.
Yeah, and this dude, what's his name? Michael.
He's in so many.
He was in Thelma and Louise.
He was in Reservoir Dogs.
Yes, Reservoir Dogs.
Love that movie.
Isn't he the actor that ran over the stunt guy?
I did not spell that right.
I think he's the actor that ran over the stunt guy. There's a stunt guy that was in front of him dead on the ground, and he didn't even need to move the car forward, and he just jumped in it and just took off and ran over this fucking stunt guy. This was As Long as You Love Me, it was called.
I'm not gonna play the sound because I don't want Bieber coming after me.
Yeah, let's see if they show the car driving. There's a fight or something, and
Michael Madsen.
Mr.
Blonde.
That's it, Michael Madsen.
Michael's just like a.
That's a rotary phone. Did you see the rotary phone in the video?
That's the thing where it goes.
Oh, he was so good in Kill Bill too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Now, where's he today? What's he?
Little fun fact. I didn't watch Kill Bill until like a year ago.
Oh, so right here. Because he just hopped in the car.
He's 67 years old.
Come on, Bieber.
Yeah, jump in that 69 Dodge Charger. Yeah, he couldn't believe I worked on Dukes of Hazzard. He's like, no way. You didn't jump the General Lee, did I? I go, yeah, I was the only one.
Bieber?
Yeah, he couldn't believe I worked on the Dukes of Hazzard.
I can't believe he knows what the Dukes of Hazzard is.
Yeah.
Dude, he's my age.
Yeah.
I know what the Dukes of Hazzard is.
I think
Most people, you know.
I think he requested that we use that 69 Dodge Charger. And just the owner of it was like, yeah, no, only certain guys can drive these things. These cars are really hard to control, and only guys who could drive them are guys who are on Dukes of Hazzard, and they're all dead. That's what they said. There it is. There it is. That's me. That's all I did.
That's all I did.
Now,
Yeah.
how much How much money did you make off that?
Oh gosh, not
What'd
much.
You just bust a 180 and then just take off?
Yeah,
He just got Justin Bieber's autograph.
just did a little Brody and took off down the street.
He's like, you can touch my hair, and Corey's like,
Yes. In February of 2022, Madsen was arrested on a misdemeanor trespassing charge.
I'm not surprised.
And then he was arrested. On August 17th, 2024, he was arrested on a battery charge after he reportedly assaulted his wife. He would be released after his bail was set at $20,000.
Yeah.
Well,
not shocked.
We're praying for you, buddy.
Yeah. Hope you get your things straightened out in your life.
Yeah.
But, all right, guys. Hey, thank you. It's been fun.
Yes, sir.
Another stunt stories.
Another one down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you want to put her out?
Oh fuck!
Did you smack your knee?
I gotta go to the doctor on Tuesday. I have a hairline fracture in my femur.
How did that happen?
I was at work. We were backing down and there was a hole, but it was covered. I stepped off in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a major bone.
Yeah, I've been raw dogging it for 3 weeks, just walking on it.
Oh, man. There's a friend of mine, Jim Hardy, lives over in Granbury, stunt guy. He was working on that 1923 or 83 or whatever the frickin' all the numbers are.
Yeah.
And he was riding a horse, and he rides horses, cutting horses and rodeo and all that stuff. And he was riding this horse and just a little crow hop, a little quick, and split his pelvic in half.
Oh.
What are the chances of that?
Oh, terrible.
And he was like, all in excruciating pain, and all the other stunt guys were making fun of him and saying, what, you just, what, is your asshole killing, no, guys, it's not right. And he tried to walk around a little bit, and they just like collapsed, and they took him to the hospital, and they're like, dude, it's like taking an apple and just break it in half.
Yeah.
That's your pelvic. That's what it did.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that next.
Do that next. Do the femur thing for a little bit.
That's his next stunt.
Yeah.
Tune in next
week.
Yeah,
they were all calling me a pussy. Because at first I thought it was just like a nerve or something.
Yeah.
And all my coworkers were like,
dude, that's a major